Hello and welcome. In this video, I will be showing you how to use HTML comments. What are HTML comments? HTML comments are used to describe your code. You can also use them to debug your code. Debug basically means finding trouble. If there are troubles within your code or your code doesn't work properly, you can debug it. That is, try and find out what the problems are in the code. HTML comments are ignored by the web browser when the web browser renders the page. Let's take a look at the syntax. Syntax basically refers to how something is written. So we're going to take a look at the syntax. So this is a typical syntax for adding a comment to your HTML code. So you do the less than sign, the exclamation mark, 2 dashes, then you put in the text for the comment, and then 2 dashes again, and then the greater than sign, and that will insert the comment. So where you insert the comment is very important, because if you insert it in the wrong place, then it will affect that part of the code from being executed. This is an HTML document I've been working on so far during the course. So I'm going to try and illustrate inside this HTML document how a comment is added and how it may impact on what's on your document. The best way to add a comment, if you want to add a comment, you can add a comment on a separate line by itself. For example, here I can come here and just add a comment. So I do the less than sign, the exclamation, 2 dashes, and I'll say this is the largest heading size, and then you do 2 dashes and a greater than sign. So this has inserted a comment. Now this is known as a single line comment. This comment will be ignored when the page renders. So if I refresh this page now, you would not see this line of comment here. You can see the hello world, which is this, but you would not see this line here because comments are ignored when the web browser runs. So comments are useful. You can use that to describe certain part of your code. When you write code, you may want to come back and view that code maybe a few weeks or a couple of months down the line, and you may not really understand what the code does or what aspects of the code does. So if you comment your code, it can help you understand what you're doing or what the code does, and it will also help others who have to look at your code at some point. So if someone looks at this code here, they can say that looking at this, they'll know that this is the largest heading size, H1. So it helps describes that part of the code. You can also use it to troubleshoot or debug. If there's some issue, for example, this image here, if for any reason this image is not showing, you can, or any part of your web page is not working properly, you can use comments to just comment out certain aspects of your code just to check why it is not working. You can also place comments on the side of the element. For example, this comment here, I can copy it and place it on the side, and it will still function as a comment. And when the web browser loads, if I refresh that, you will not see that because it's okay. However, if I place it here, this line of code will not work. It will impact on that line. So let me get rid of this and paste it. So if I come here just in front of the element here and paste it, you see that line of code should disappear. if you notice, everything on my page has disappeared, and the reason being is that where I've inserted the comment here on line 15, I forgot to close the comment, which is a common mistake that beginners can make. So I've got the opening one, but I've not closed it, so it's commented out the entire code on the page. That's why nothing is showing. All right, so it's very important where you insert your closing comment. So if I insert it here, for example, I do 2 dashes and my greater than sign. If I refresh, you can see it's all come back, but my hello world is not showing anymore because it has now been commented out. So you can see, because the end or closing comment tag is here and the beginning is here. So where you place your comment, the beginning and the ending is very important because it will affect the code on the document. So far I've shown you how to add single line comment. You can also add comments on multiple lines. For example, if I wanted to comment out all this list, I can come here inside and just do my comment here. I do less than sign, exclamation, 2 dashes, and I'll just say type in a text, and I'll come here at the bottom and do 2 dashes and close it there. So you can see here now it has commented out the comments, the content of this list. So this is known as a multiple line comment, where you can have comments inserted and it will affect multiple lines. So if I take this out here and take that out, that should make the content, so you can see the content is showing now. So when you are adding comment, be very cautious as to where you place your comment, especially the closing comment tag, which is this one here, is very important, because if you don't place it correctly, it will affect other content within the document. So that's basically it for comments. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.